Hey everyone, hope you're having a great day. So with the release of the Clone Wars Season 7 Episode 10 entitled The Phantom Apprentice, I thought it would be fun to sit down and do a video kind of like a recap or a review, just catching you up for the next episode. So before we do get into the video, if you want to and you're new around here and you want to see amazing content on the Clone Wars, you can subscribe. And with all of that being said, let's get into it. The opening of the episode is Maul and Ahsoka talking, and this is where Maul mentions Darth Sidious, and obviously Ahsoka didn't really know who was, went on asking questions, to which Maul eventually was able to escape, and then that leads to Ahsoka chasing Maul through this type of tunnel, and before Maul was able to get into the tunnels to run away, Ahsoka ends up, I believe, just making out a distress call, so where Rex is able to go up and, I suppose, try and help catch Maul, but that ends up leading to Maul getting away and Ahsoka and Rex just bumping into each other. And next we get to see Obi-Wan, who is a hologram, Bo-Katan, Rex and Ahsoka, who are just in this room. I believe it's somewhere in Mandalore. I believe as well it might be the main throne room. But the next part of this is Obi-Wan mentions he has to go and track down Grievous. So to me, that was amazing. I love seeing a Grievous mention. I'm a massive Grievous fan. And then Obi-Wan talks to Ahsoka alone, where Obi-Wan mentions how Anakin is on this secret mission with the Chancellor, how he's meant to just basically spy. And then Ahsoka didn't take that too good. It is then revealed that Maul went up and fought a few troopers, and then Ahsoka goes to that same position. She gets to talk to this trooper. I'm not really too sure of his name, he's not way too important, but then it is revealed Jesse is taken. And next we get to see Maul talking to Jesse, and this reveals Maul didn't know anything about Sidious, he didn't know anything about the plans. Him and Dooku were just basically pawns up to Anakin. After that, Maul then goes on and tortures Jesse to find out information about Ahsoka Tano. Next we get to see Ahsoka goes and talks to this puppet leader. I can't remember the name of him. I believe he's like the current ruler technically, or this pawn that Maul has in place to rule over Mandalore. And then it is revealed from the puppet leader that Maul ended up having a force dream, I suppose you can call it, where he ends up sensing Anakin Skywalker, which I will mention again later on in the video. The puppet leader is shot by Gar Saxon, who you'll know him from Star Wars Rebels. Bo-Katan then goes up and just chases after him, goes into a massive fight between him, and eventually he ends up escaping. Now what happens next is Maul then goes on and talks to the Syndicate leaders, and one of them was going to be the person from the Pikes. You have Trident Voss from Solo: A Star Wars Story, so it was nice to see a call into the movies. Maul then talks about Sidious and how he was a pawn and how he didn't know anything about his true plan. And also Maul rallies up all the Mandalorians who are loyal to him to go and fight off the Republic. Next we get to see Ahsoka, Rex and Bo-Katan walk into the throne room, and we see Maul is waiting there with Jesse, and then he lets Jesse go back to the clone troopers. Bo-Katan takes shots at Maul, but Maul just ends up stopping them. He moves them away with the Force. He ends up choking her, letting her down, I believe then. After that, everyone who isn't Ahsoka ends up leaving, and Ahsoka and Maul then talk. Maul mentions Sidious to Ahsoka, and then Ahsoka gets curious, starts asking questions about it. Maul then offers an alliance to help take down Sidious, and how Ahsoka and the Republic don't know this, but the Republic has already fallen to the Sith and to Sidious. Now what happens next is one of my favorite parts of the episode. Maul reveals to Ahsoka that Anakin is the key, and how he eventually only caused the siege of Mandalore just to get Obi-Wan and Anakin there, so Maul would be able to kill Anakin to take it away from Sidious, to take away his prized pupil. Maul and Ahsoka then fight, and honestly, this might be one of my favorite fights in all of Star Wars. They did the mocap perfectly, the trash talk that I believe was in there, maybe one or two lines of it. It was all done perfectly, and I have no complaints for it. Next we get to see Mandalorians going up against Mandalorians and the clone troopers, and honestly, it was just very amazing to see this happening simultaneously. Maul eventually just gets flung out of the throne room and he goes on the run, to which Ahsoka and Maul then catch up and they're on this, I believe, ceiling area. It's just amazing to see all of this happen as well. They fight some more and Maul eventually unarms Ahsoka, to which I was very shocked, but we do know from Rebels that Maul and Ahsoka are both alive, so there was no real tension in that sense. Maul is eventually captured by the Republic, to which Maul wants to just die, and this is where the episode ends. So overall, I thought it was a really fun episode. I really enjoyed it. I think it's one of the best in the series, if not the best. and it is easily the best episode in this season so far, but I do believe the next 2 episodes are going to be amazing as well, because it will be tackling Order 66, and I can't wait to see how that is going to happen and how that is going to take into effect, and maybe an Anakin turning into Darth Vader tease, but I'm not really too pushed about that one. Now that has been pretty much everything I wanted to go over in the video, so if you did enjoy the video and you want to see Star Wars content on the Clone Wars daily, you can subscribe, and with all of that being said, I hope you have a wonderful day and goodbye.